Hello. My name is Shay. Welcome to my channel. So I thought today that I would do like a full plant tour because I'm actually just treating all my plants with neem, and one of them has fungus gnats, which I'm very upset about. So I wanted to just kind of go through each plant because I have them all here. Which is a rare occurrence, and if you are a plant owner and you own multiple plants, you know how tedious this is. So here are all my plants, nice and lovely. I like all the green. As you can tell, I don't have any like flowers because I find them so hard to care for, but one theme I have here is that a lot of my plants are tropical. So I'm treating my plants here with hydrogen peroxide mixed with distilled water and neem oil and a little bit of soap. So that soap is just going to act as an emulsifier just to mix everything together. So I recently got into plants 2 years ago maybe, and I wasn't like all that serious like I am now. Like, if you showed me a video of me today, I would never think it's the same person. Oh, I forgot a cloth. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I got a cloth. I got 2 cloths. I never say that word. Pink and purple. Sometimes I actually just spray it and then I wipe the leaves. I was told that it is a great like leaf shine, leaf cleaner. And then when I found out that it actually has benefits for pest prevention, I started just spraying it on everything, including the soil, and leaving it. Today I'm just going to be wiping them because I'm giving them some tender loving care today. So this is my begonia. I thought it was so freaking cute. I think they call this the angel wings because it has these white little, to me it looks like paint. It looks so cute. I just thought this was adorable. And when I saw it in the store, at first it caught my eye and I was like, weird looking, but whatever. I left the store and then I kept thinking about it and I was like, oh, I want to go back and buy this because it was beautiful. So this was my treat to myself. I didn't realize that this needed such high humidity, even though I looked it up and I knew it needed high humidity. I'm just going to pretend like I did. So this one keeps curling up on me, but I put her right beside my diffuser and she seems to be happy. I also put in the pot, I put like some pebbles and stuff like that with some water. Like almost like a makeshift pebble tray. It's been helping. And at the same time, I'm also going to check the moisture. So I have a moisture reader from Amazon. It's linked in my Amazon storefront. This has been a life changer because I have such a bad like eye to see if the soil is dry or not. So I used to just be like watering like crazy and I would overwater the plants. So this one is reading at borderline wet. So it's like at the far end of moist. So I'm not going to water her. I'm going to put her back. She is nice and treated. Okay, I was literally procrastinating doing this because I'm like, oh, this is going to take so much time. Of course, and I decided to record at the same time, so that's great. Let's go with my favorites. So this is a Croton. It is a tropical plant. It's actually native to Brazil. And I told my coworker about it. She's like, oh my god, these are so beautiful. She's from Brazil. To me, it looks like speckled paint. Like, it looks like you took a paintbrush and designed it. So beautiful. It caught my eye as soon as I saw it in the store. So I'm spraying on top of the leaves and under the leaves. I want to make sure that it goes anywhere pests can get. And then I will check the moisture. I watered this recently, so I think it should be good. Yeah, so it's about to be dry, so let's just give her a little bit of a drink. So I actually stopped watering my plants deeply, using a watering can and watering them. And that's because I did it one time because I saw somebody do it in a video and it looked cool. You know, and I wanted to see how well my soil drained. Drained right through, and you know, it was great potting mix. I watered it, and the soil was wet for a good 2 weeks. 2 weeks. That is ridiculous. And some of my plants got root rot, and I was really upset about it. I stopped doing that, so now I just mist. That's easier for me. And I can just control the water a lot better. This is another Croton. I think this one's so beautiful. I believe this one's called the Curly Boy. They have like different names, but you can see these beautiful colorings on the leaves. So the more light you give it, the more it will change colors. No new growth on this one yet, but I'm waiting. I'm actually propagating some of these in water. Apparently these can get really, really big, so I'm excited for that. Okay, let's check the soil. Oh, it's dry. You're a thirsty girl. Let's water it. Oh no, did a leaf just come? Oh, a leaf just came off. I think that's from underwatering. My bad. How are you? Okay, moist. Good, we're good, we're good. Just one leaf, that's okay. I'm sorry, I didn't water you. This one's good to put back. Let's do Pothos, golden Pothos. These are really beautiful. They are so easy to grow. It has this beautiful coloring on it. I struggled with this one because this is one of the ones that was overwatered when I did the deep watering. Oh, look at this one's growing. Look how... Anyways, so I got this trellis off of Amazon. I thought it was really cute. I saw them all over Pinterest and I could not, for the life of me, find any. So I went on Amazon and this one seller had them. There was like no reviews, and I usually don't buy things when there's no reviews. So I took a chance on this one because I really liked it and I love it. It's in my Amazon storefront. I also have, I'll show you the other one after. It's a monstera leaf. Love it. I'm attaching it to this trellis because other YouTubers have done so and they say that increases growth. These like to climb, so if you encourage them to climb, they will, and they will grow a lot bigger. So look at those huge leaves at the bottom. I'm hoping to get those at the top. Pothos are so easy to grow, so really a plant I was looking forward to, and I really like the coloring. All right, let's do my monstera next because I want to show you. Excuse me, viscosity. So this was the second trellis that I got. So it was a pack of 2 for about 20 bucks. And honestly, I will definitely be buying more. So I just tied them with string to the back and these plant Velcro. Oh, look at that. I have a new leaf and she is shooting through. How do I fix that? I don't know how to fix that. She went right through. Oh, man. Oh, man. But I did want it to climb. I wanted to encourage it to climb up the trellis. I've been thinking, okay, so I did some research, right? And I was looking at moss poles and people were complaining about how much work it is. You have to keep it moist. You're more susceptible to pests, all that stuff. So I was like, you know what? I don't think I want that. So I kind of looked for alternative ways. And some people were using wooden planks. And I thought that looked really, really cool because eventually when the plant gets bigger, you don't actually see the plank of wood. You don't actually see the plank of wood. And I thought that was really cute. So I think I might be doing that once these get bigger. What else do I want to show you? Okay, so this is one of my favorites. She's not doing too well right now, so please don't judge me. So this is a alocasia. I've been looking for one for so long. So when I bought this plant, I'm actually going to cut this off because I feel like this is... So when I bought this plant, it had a new leaf unfurling. And it was this one here. And I have a video of it. It unfurled and it was like a lighter green color. And it said that it was a nutrient deficiency. So I bought it like this. Right now I'm seeing some brown spots on it. Completely yellow. And it's so sad. But I've seen a lot of people online when I do my research. So every time I buy a plant, I always research the care and how other people care for it and stuff like that. And people said that this plant likes to have 3 leaves at a time. So when it gets past 3 leaves, it'll kill them off. That's not what I wanted. Ideally, I wanted them to be nice and healthy. But I see here, surprise, she has a new leaf. So I think she killed off this to grow this. So I'm happy about that. So now I don't feel so sad. So I'm going to get something to cut this off. Be right back. See, this is why I like to get up close and personal with my plants because I like to... It's right beside my bed. Every single morning, I wake up to it, go to bed. It has the same bedtime as me. So there you go. Look how big that leaf is. I really didn't want to let that go. But yeah, so they have the same bedtime as me. If you didn't know, plants actually need some darkness in order to do their planty thing, in order to transpire. I have a grow light on for the entire day. And then when I come home, I turn it off right around 7. Usually when it gets dark, these plants are happy. This one's really thirsty because I watered it recently. And every time I check it, like within 3 days, it's dry. It's saying moist. It's almost dry. So it's on the last one dry. So we're just going to water that. I had bought this. So I have these saved to my Pinterest list because these are one of the plants that I really wanted. I think they're beautiful. I call them elephant ears. So I was going to buy this and actually transfer it to leca or water because that's how most people have success with these plants I've been seeing. I didn't have the heart to take it out of this beautiful pot because I felt like it's happy in it. I don't want to take it out. I actually might buy another one. I like to have 2 of every plant and have one in soil, one in leca, or one in water, etc. Ooh, that rhymed. Did it rhyme? Leca, etc. Yeah, it did. This is one of my favorites. It is a prayer plant. Okay, I swear it looked a lot better than this. But these are really, really cool because they open and close. So at night, they go up into this prayer formation. It's unfurling and it's already dying off. I usually don't cut them off because I want the plant to take all the nutrients from it. Snip, snip. Let it go. Let it go. I feel so bad cutting off my plants. It hurts me. It hurts me, but I just want them to look nice and pretty. So I don't know what's going on with this one. Could be low humidity. This plant, it was just this at first. And then I go to this store that has these tropical plants for $4.99. And I bought one and I planted it with this because I want it to be more full. Okay, let's check the soil. I feel like this might be dry. Okay, so it's moist. Okay, well, I'll spray it with the neem. I have a feeling it could be low humidity, which sucks. I really hope there's no pest on this because this is my favorite plant. I just think it's beautiful. I really like the patterns on the leaves. I actually have in my Pinterest, I have a lot of Calathea saved because I just find them absolutely beautiful. Their own little thing. They have their dance party at night. They're praying. Oh, also, okay, so these Calatheas, they are very sensitive to tap water. So I actually went and bought distilled water just for them. I'm actually collecting rainwater right now. Their leaves are very sensitive to salts and minerals in tap water. I keep this at the top of my shelf because I want to keep an eye on it. This one's looking a little bit droopy. I think it's throwing a temper tantrum because I moved the diffuser for another plant. And it doesn't like to share. I got it its own. This one is one of my favorites. It's actually a propagation from one of the plants I have over there. And so this is also a Calathea. I'll put all the names down below because I do not know the scientific names for them. But I just find this so beautiful. This is an old barbecue sauce bottle. I think it looks so aesthetic. Look at the roots. So these are the water roots that have been developing. So I just snip, 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 and put them in water, and they've been happy. Distilled water, they're very happy in here. And it's really cool because I can see them moving in the corner of my eye when they think I'm not looking. I just think this is really aesthetic and cool. So water propagation. Okay, let's go get that Calathea over there because I want to show you this one. I'm really proud of this. I recently bought it. So, like I said, I always buy 2 different plants. So one grows in soil, one grows in leca. This one is growing in leca and these glass marbles. I thought it was so cute. This is the same Calathea as the one I just showed you before, which is a water propagation. And this one I got at Canadian Tire. It looked so beautiful. It actually had a flower. Flower died off, which is fine. Didn't want to be here. I see it's getting 1 yellow leaf, which is fine because I transferred this from soil. So this is leca balls, glass marbles. 1 yellow leaf is not so bad. I'm not going to complain. It's just adjusting. See, leca balls, the reason I wanted to try them was because people said you avoid pests. They are a lot of work. So when I first bought the leca, you have to soak it in water for 24 hours. You need to get rid of the excess minerals. Don't. It's going to take minerals from your plants and kill them, blah, blah, blah. And also, like, you have to fertilize your plants because there's no nutrients in the leca. There's no soil like you would normally have. So that one kind of turned me off. But then I actually started using it and I don't know, it's kind of cool. Calathea, one of these. These pinstripe ones. I think this is beautiful. Pink plants. It's just my favorite color. So as soon as I saw this, I was like, I need to have it. I saved it on my Pinterest list. It was one of my wish list plants and I got it. And I love getting smaller plants and growing them big because all the plants I see on social media, Pinterest, YouTube, all that, it's like large. I just want to feel fulfilled by growing something from a baby. It's almost like I have a child. So this one, it's tiny, but it drinks up so much water. All my pots are from the dollar store. So this one is a Dumbcane. I feel like that is mean. I feel like we're bullying the plant, calling it a Dumbcane. But these are really, really cool and they're super easy to propagate. I have some water propagation in the bathroom and stuff. I definitely think this is dry. I can hear the creaking of the soil. Yeah, it's dry. Which is why the leaves are turning yellow, I believe. Okay, this was really dry. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wee, wee, wow. So that was dry, but I'm gonna let it sit here. Soak up all that water. I think it is actually letting go of the old leaves to make way for this new leaf. Apparently these are really low maintenance. I haven't had this for long enough to tell you. They look super low maintenance. You know? I just like the white designs on it. I feel like it's really pretty. Like, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm gonna spray this all down. See some dirt on it. Let's do a Croton. So this is my other Croton. As soon as I saw it, I had to have it. I took some cuttings. Water propagation. I just put the little stems in some distilled water with some hydrogen peroxide and I use root stimulator. I'm still waiting for that one to grow, but I just find these colors are so beautiful. If they don't get enough light, they will just grow in green. They lose that coloring. So I'm trying to let it grow in all its beauty. This soil tends to stay moist. Okay, so that's good. Don't need to water that one. Okay, we're making good time here. As I see 30 other plants here. This was one of my wish list plants. It is a white princess philodendron. I really wanted this plant. I think it looks beautiful. The white variegation. I recently got this from a nursery. It was hiding. I cannot go to a plant store. I cannot leave this house without buying a plant. This is a second Calathea pear plant. For some reason, she is struggling. Okay, this one doesn't look that bad. I'm going to cut this leaf off. These leaves go so crispy on Calatheas so easily because they're very picky. You're using tap water and it's starting to turn yellow. It could be that. Switch it to distilled water. But I've noticed with these, I actually just put them in water, fully in water, and they're happy. I don't know if they just don't like the soil or something. They need a lot of moisture and humidity. Oops. Man down. That one just totally demolished my plant just now. All my decorative pots, are from the dollar store. Monstera. Here you go, my little baby. This is a monstera adasonii. This one I got exactly the size, actually. And I just thought these looked so cool. I saw this YouTuber said it's the ugly stepbrother of the monstera because it looks like they have holes in it. It looks like an insect destroyed this, but it didn't. This is how it goes. It's how it grows. So I had this one in leca. I moved it to leca because the soil, for some reason, was not doing well in it. And I was like, that's it. You're on timeout. We're putting you in water. And it's been really happy ever since. So, okay, so this is my Pothos. This is similar to the one I showed you in the beginning. This was the first plant. And as you can see, it's turning. No idea what that is. I'm going to cut it off because it doesn't look, I don't feel like that's great. This was a neon Pothos. I actually had to cut back a lot of it because it was just turning yellow. It was overwatered from the situation I told you about before. I was so upset with myself because I was taking such good care of it and then took someone's advice, I guess, and deep watered it. And I feel so stupid for doing that. Do what you feel is right for your plants. I feel like mine like to be misted. I will continue to mist them. But pothos are so easy to take care of. They're so easy to propagate. They're so forgiving. Like if I don't water it. I also wanted this one to climb, so I got a trellis from Amazon. Everything linked in my Amazon storefront down below. And this soil, I made it specifically for these plants, and it drains really, really well, and it keeps the soil moist for a while so that it's not struggling. So there's a yellow leaf down here. I'm just gonna keep it for now. I'm gonna wait till it falls off. This is the only remaining part of the original plant. The rest I replanted. Okay, we're almost done. So this one is let's see, it is a oh, I just saw a fly. Oh, I just saw a fungus gnat. Well, we're gonna spray this down. Anyway, so this is a Calathea. I think it's called a pink Dottie. I really like this plant. When I saw it, I was like, ooh, pink leaves. And look at this beautiful color on the other underside of their leaves. Like it's giving red wine. I had to have this one, and I think it's so cute. Look at that little. This is $5.99, and look at this little. So we put that in there. Let's just see how. This one needs a lot of water, man. For such a tiny plant, it needs so much water. So this was actually my very first succulent. I didn't know how to take care of succulents, so it literally was, it's called etiolation, but it's where the plant gets really leggy. It starts to grow up towards the light because it's not getting enough. It got really leggy, and the only way to help this plant is to actually cut it and repot it. So I actually did that for this one, and I'm so afraid to touch it because I don't want... What is that? Ew. I guess I have to take all these out. I knew I shouldn't have done it. Okay, well, these can be propagated if I do it properly. Okay, well, that sucks. Well, so now I have 2 succulents. That sucks. That sucks. I actually kind of hated succulents because I think they look kind of ugly, but they looked really cute when they're like together in a pot like this. I got this plant recently. It is a Peperomia. A watermelon peperomia. I got this because one of the plants I had bought, it was a banana plant, it was dying. And it turns out the entire shipment of plants they got was infected with fungus. So they gave me a free plant, which was awesome. Who's going to say no to a free plant? I looked this up, and apparently what you can do, I'm pretty sure this is underwater, but what you do is you do the taco test. So you just bend it gently, and if it's easy to bend, it means it's underwater. These plants hold a lot of water in their leaves. The biggest problem was overwatering. Then I have some propagation from the same plant. Here is my second monstera deliciosa. It has a new leaf. I bought this as a rescue. It was actually on clearance because one of the leaves was just like, as you can see, it looks like it's been eaten off. It just broke off, really. I had it in soil. I think the leaf turned yellow, and so I was like, oh, time out. You're going into leca. Needs high humidity, moisture. So I have one of these growing in soil, one of these growing in leca, and it's almost like an experiment. I want to see which one does better, which one grows bigger. So I'll keep you updated on these. But I just think this is such a cute little container. And I have water with fertilizer in here, and it seems to be doing well. Okay, this is one of my favorites. So it's called a Birkin. I think it's a Philodendron, is it not? Anyway, so this one was giving me some trouble. I think it had fungus gnats at one point, and I took it out of the soil, repotted it, and now it's good. I see one curling here. A new leaf soon. This really hasn't done anything. It hasn't grown since I got it, so I'm like, are you happy here? Are you getting the correct lighting? So I have a water propagation Jameson bottle that my friend got me. I'm like, you guys have glasses. So I put this one in water because I thought, let's see if it likes it better in water. One of the leaves seems to be doing great, and it's happy, and the second one's kind of wilting. So I recently got another Birkin. I just thought it looked really pretty. I really want like a nice big and full one, and I think I was going to put this in leca, and then I just decided not to because it looked pretty healthy. And then I have Ficus plant, Ficus elastica, and I've seen people have really big ones and they look so beautiful. So I really want this to grow and become like a nice tree. I think this is dry. Oh, it's wet. Okay, this one's doing good. I have another Ficus elastica, a different color. This dark plum color, and then this one is, oh look, the new leaf unfurled. And there's a new leaf coming in. Ooh. Here are some propagations from Pothos. This one was my favorite. So this was alocasia. Like the leaves just started turning yellow, and I was getting really, really pissed, and I just kept cutting them off, and I'm thinking, okay, it's one-time thing, whatever. So I put it in leca, and it just kept turning yellow. So I cut off all the yellow leaves. I'm left with this one nubby corm. I got this at the dollar store. Isn't this cute? I went to look for those on Amazon. $20. Robbery. It's called a heart-shaped fern. It did look better. It's seen better days. Okay. I think I underwatered it, and that's why the leaves turned yellow. It has not recovered since, and I'm really hoping it does because I thought this was really pretty. Look at those leaves. I'm just gonna spray her down, and she's good to go. She's good to go. So the rest of the plants are kind of all similar. This one is this is a pink princess, actually. I recently just got this, and I moved it right to leca because I was like, it was actually 2 plants. And I was like, oh, let me make it into one full plant. Put her in leca, and she's been doing happy. No yellow leaves, doesn't seem to be bothered by it. When it starts to grow, it will have like nice pink coloration to the leaves. And this one is in leca and glass marbles. This one I thought it was really, really cool. It's called Pennywort. It is a fully aquatic plant, so you can have it fully immersed in water, or you can have it in soil. I just got some sand from the dollar store, some black rocks, some white pebbles, and some seashells. Super cute. It's on my desk. Here, it's another one of those pink Calatheas. I just love the pink coloring. This is how it grows up to be. I just think it looks beautiful like this, so I got 2. That was my entire plant collection. I hope you enjoyed. What's your favorite plants? Do you have any of the ones I have here? Any questions for me? I'm so excited that I get to finally film a plant tour. This was really fun. Thanks for coming.